Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the midweek midday talk show with Auntie Etima. Even though today we are 1 hour away from midday, but it's so good to be here finally. Oh, I've been waiting. I've been counting. We just had some issues behind the scenes, and we needed to set that up. So glad that that is sorted, and finally we are live. So good news! I cannot wait. Like I cannot keep it. I just received the first draft of 3 out of our 9 books, and I am so excited. It is so lovely. Like, seriously, you want to have those books. Look, let me just say it. And this is not me bragging or feeling frisky. You are eventually going to buy those books for your children. Trust me. You cannot resist it. Your children need it. So you buy now or you buy later. However, if you buy now, cheaper than if you buy later. Yeah. Yes, I can see the mothers of the girls in the girls' home. Oh, Mrs. Lizzie Moody to say, finally, thank God. So good to see you all, my super mummies. Thank you so much, and hope you all are taking care of my girls. Yes, you should be. That's the only work you have right now in my life, to take care of those girls for me. Thank you. I see you on Instagram. I see you on YouTube. I think the YouTube people are the most active today. Dr. Happiness, as always, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Lydia. Thank you, Mrs. Margaret. Mrs. Pipunwa, Chief Judge. Thank you for taking care of my queen daughter in your house. God bless you. Thank you, Joy Annie. Thank you, Mary Keke. Auntie Mary is also a girls coach and teen mentor, one of my amazing mentees. Same with Auntie Adaku Nwosu. These are the generals that are going through training so that they can go into the field and take care of our sons and our daughters. Thank you. I see you, Kameli Mbata. I hope I got that right. I see you, Adewumi Ogumodede. These are the early birds. I just needed to take a minute to acknowledge and celebrate them. And if you're watching us or watching me for the first time, welcome to my world. In this world of mine, you're going to hear a lot of things about girls, especially. However, you hear things about teenagers because I work with them, especially when we meet every year at the Ignite Teens Bootcamp. And yes, Ignite Teens Bootcamp is, I think, 20 days. Team, please remind me. I think it's 20 days to Lagos. Lagos, we're coming to you first. You know, we go to Lagos first because Lagos has the fire and Lagos has the energy. You cannot go to Lagos and come back and you will not be all right. So Lagos keeps us, on our toes and sets us up for the camp or the series of camp. Puts us in the camp mood. We cannot wait to come to Lagos. Yes, I see you on Instagram, ST Perpetual Gift Society, Real Life with Kakuma, Success Police, Forgive Me, Esther Yvonne. I see you. Okay, so let's go straight to our conversation for today, and I'm going to just tell you as it is. I'm going to be vulnerable as usual, and I'm also going to do everything I can to help you understand what it is that we're talking about. The first time I heard about anything dark, okay, was with Auntie Folake. Auntie Folake is my prayer partner, my purpose partner, and my personal therapist. So we're having a conversation because she's the psychologist, like psychology, not just random knows about psychology. No, she's a trained psychologist. And we're just having a conversation about the work we do with teenagers. And she mentioned the word dark. And I'm like, what is this? Was some years back. It's dark. Dark how? And we had that conversation and all that. Then we should just talking about how some people have a dark side of them. Okay, so from the word dark, you know that dark means something without light. Dark means something that is deeper. Dark sometimes lead to demonic demonic stuff. Of course, you know that the devil himself is dark. He's the chief of dark. He's the chief dark. And we had that conversation, and every now and then we talk about the dark side of psychology and all that. Then again, last year, I was having another conversation with Uncle Ebuka. And Uncle Ebuka started talking about dark porn, fetish porn, and dark stuff like that he was encountering with boys. So again, there is dark porn. Then I now had some sessions. I had this particular meeting with my girl, and we were not even talking about dark novels, really. We were talking about something else. And then they mentioned dark romance. You know the strange thing? It was a class that only me was reading the comments. Okay, so I've learned that when I'm having sessions with girls, I don't keep out their comments for them to read from each other because there's a lot of exchange of not good things sometimes, and girls can easily pick these things. So I intentionally ensure that only I read their messages. And I just saw people write. I just saw these girls. Oh God, oh bless it. I saw these girls just like dark romance novels, just like dark romance. I was like, what is going on here? Several of them mentioned dark romance novels, dark romance. Oh, there is dark romance. Oh, dark romance. And I'm like, hello, what is it I'm not aware of? So that was literally the first time I would hear. Sometimes these things just pass you by. Okay, not like I've never heard about it, but I didn't even know that it was a thing with girls. And they were just saying, oh, so my classmates just told me about this dark romance novels. Okay, yes, like dark romance novels. Yes, exactly like dark romance novels. And I was getting the comments in my DM. I said, okay, so there is something we need to check with dark romance novels. And if you're here and you're parenting a girl, I want you to wake up. Are you still sleeping? Wake up. Because somebody say, no, my children cannot. My daughters, they know they would have stumbled into it before they realized that it was dark. I have to even have a conversation with my daughter. Because my daughter is one of those people that read from, please, I need somebody to remind me of that app that trended in 2020 during the lockdown. What's the name of that app? Oh, is that Wattpad? Wattpad showed me shaggy. You see, I parent girls too. I'm parenting two girls. So when I say some things, I want you to know that I'm not just saying it because I'm a mentor or I'm a coach. I'm saying it because I'm a girl mom. And my daughter stumbled on Wattpad. In 2020, Wattpad was just, it had a lot of romance in it. Yeah, most of the romance novels and all that. But it's not really trending so much. However, when I spoke to my daughter about it, I was like, you don't read Wattpad again. She said, every now and then I just check it out. It has become too, it has been infiltrated. There's a lot of stuff I do not understand. So I kukuma left it. But when anybody recommends any particular book, I go and check it out. So I'm intentional about what I'm reading. And that's because she's 17. And she now has sense. Which has passed through life, kind of gone through a lot of mentoring, intentional, teaching and all that, guidance and all that. But they are 10 years old on Wattpad. They are 12 years old on Wattpad. There are people whose parents are not taking notes on Wattpad. And so they are coming in contact with this dark romantic novel. You people are too quiet for my liking. I don't like it. What's going on? Are you here? Everybody's just quiet. So tell me, who has heard about dark romance novels? Yeah, so it's not strange, like I said, it's not new, but it's becoming more and more popular. It's becoming more and more available, more and more accessible, which is where my problem is. that your children can just at the flip of a button or just by a conversation have access to it, I have a problem with it. Now, what are dark romance novels? This novel is a subgenre, so it's a kind of romance novels, romance fiction. However, it is now more intense. It has darker themes. It has deeper, more intense emotions than the regular traditional novels that just talk about how a man, and a woman now ended up coming together and living happily ever after. It's more than that. It has more, complex, sometimes controversial relationships storyline. It features morally ambiguous characters. That means it leaves your daughter's mind to wonder and just wonder and just wonder. A lot of things that would have been said, it would leave them to imagine, which is another problem I have with it. The imaginative side of the experience, of the reading experience. Nobody's answering me. Nobody has heard about dark romance novels. Nobody has read. And has anybody here read? Has anybody here seen? I mean, recent. I don't mean as children, because the way it's written now is much more intense. Intense. You guys are too quiet for me. You are too quiet for me. What is going on? Who has read? Who is reading? Who has read? Who has been reading? Who is reading? Who is planning to read? Okay, so there are some characteristics of dark romance novels. Number one, like I said, they have intensely emotional themes. So there's obsession, there's vengeance, there's betrayal, there's redemption, there's, that all that kind of thing expressed in that way. There are complex characters where you have multifaceted people with darker sides of their personalities, which is what I mentioned in psychology. Then you have people that are dealing with traumatic pasts, with face people that are facing difficult moral choices. They express all those choices there. Then you see things like um dark and gritty settings reflecting intense themes of the story, the underworlds, dystopian societies, gothic atmospheres. They will paint everything like that and they'll just give it to your children. Dark romance novels have mature content. So you have explicit scenes. There is written explicit scenes. Then you have violence, sometimes sexual violence. Then you have themes that can trigger, I usually call it like sensational kind of content. So the person reading it is sensitized highly. Then we have psychological tension in it, where there's some form of conflict, explores mental and emotional struggles of the characters. Psychology has to do always with the mind and with the emotions. They bring it into the characters. So it's not like they're writing it that, oh, this is dark. No, it's from the storyline, it's from the characters, it's from the experiences of the characters that the dark side is seen. Then, of course, we have characters facing situations that challenge regular and traditional notions of what is right and wrong. They create more, moral ambiguity and complex conflict. So you are confused. For me, it's a confusing kind of storyline. It's not. So the children are now, wondering what's going on. Please, I'm now worried about the fact that nobody is responding. I hope everybody can still see and hear me. You need to communicate. It's important that you're responding to what you are hearing so that I can flow. Okay? So please, I'm going to pause until I see a comment from someone, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So I'm sure that we are on this together. Okay, I can see now. Okay, very addictive. Oh, sorry. Aha, now. Okay, I just missed seeing them. Okay, I can see. Dr. Happiness says, I have, oh, let me put it up. Says, I have, even in audiobook, to start a book, and before you know it, mafia killings, rape, and people getting drugged. Mhm. I just realized I deleted the app. Okay, what part? First time hearing it. What part trended in 2020 like crazy. Yeah, okay. This will obviously manipulate mind. Exactly. Mrs. Lizzie says, I have not heard. My sister. My sister. So we have a few parents that have stumbled on it, a few that have read before. Okay, so that means that you know that these things are real and they are happening. All right, so let's move on. Some of the common themes, yeah, that you will see in a dark romance novel. You see redemption and forgiveness. So an issue, and then there's redemption and forgiveness and reconciliation kind of thing. You see power dynamics like struggles. People are struggling for dominance, and others are showing submission to that power or that person in authority. Then there's forbidden love, okay, where you can see relationships that are a taboo or socially unacceptable. You will see it in the theme and in the character. You will see layers of conflict and tension. You will see it there. You see revenge. You see trauma, traumatic experiences, and sometimes even healing from trauma that will now be shown in Finding Love. There are several of those novels out there. My job is not to list them out, but if you can check, you find them, several of them. Now, for me, we know that it is already in existence. What do we do? Because our children want to read. Girls especially, they want to read. And girls love love. You know, I always say, super mamas, I'm sure you've heard me saying it. Girls love love. Anything love, they are there. Movies, though, novels, though, people, oh, men, oh, they are there. As long as there's love, a girl will go towards that angle. She wasn't planning to read dark romance. She just found herself in it. And you know the funniest thing, it is highly addictive. You are scared, you're uncomfortable, but you stay there. It's like getting stuck with it, which is why we need to rise, which is why we need to stand up and do something to help our girls. You cannot be saying it cannot happen. Equip her, equip her, equip her, equip her to be ready for it. Equip her to be ready. Equip her to look out for it so that once she sees it, she stops because she will stumble on it. Somebody's going to tell her, you read this one, come and see. Come. One day I'm going to talk about what's the name of this crush my girls just tell me about? Character, character crush. They even gave me a name. I told them I want to go and crush on the person with them. There's nothing you will not hear with girls. I say I'm going to follow you guys. I'm going to crush with this Edward something. Person's name is Edward, whatever. Bisha told me. I told them I'm going to go and crush, follow them and be crushing. How that they will know a character so much that the person will not be part of their lives. People see that we have issues back. Girls love love, oh, forget it. Anywhere there is love, a girl will tilt towards it, which is where the issue is. So, what can parents do? Because, I mean, this is where we have found ourselves, and we need to do something quickly about it. For me, the first thing would be to even watch out for it. That's like preventive measures. Okay, yeah. But let's list it. Number one, know what your children are reading. Stay informed about these books. Check their book list. Check their interest, what they want. Check what they are talking about with their friends. They'll come back and share with you if you have a connection with them. Set up parental controls and monitoring tools for e-readers, especially e-readers. All this, what are you doing online? You watching movie? No, what are you doing? I'm reading. Like, my dad likes reading. Check. Parental controls and monitoring tools for e-readers and devices. Use it to restrict access to age inappropriate content. If you're not the type that is so techy, go and build your tech skills. I'm building mine. When you need help, call somebody, say, come and help me. Oh, I want to check this, I want to do this. Don't just allow your children to have access to roam about. In the books I'm writing, I keep warning them. I keep in the books. So you're not the only one. I'm helping you from this end. Somebody say thank you to me. See, you people should be celebrating me every single day of your life. Celebrate me in words and in deeds because I'm for you. Some of you want to fight me. You don't know I'm your helper. I'm the helper of you. As I'm talking to those girls, I am on your side. Forget it. Forget that I come and I try to, play the judge. I am helping you people seriously. So in the books, you can imagine there was one particular of those books, my 9 books I was writing. I was just giving them sweet gist. The next thing, I gave it to them. I say you're hiding and you are running to go and read these things and watch these things so your parents will not see. You are going to hurt yourself. As you are going, now, you hurt yourself there. So I chipped it in. I'm constantly chipping it in. Yes, now it's Edward Cullen. You got it, Edward Cullen. I say I want to go and crush on him because that's their crush, all of them. Oh, Rita Namdi says, this is my very first time. Thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome here. You're going to love it here. My daughter loves reading like me. She has cost Kasala now. My dear sister, that is it. That's the problem. When they now love reading, we now have to stand up. We now have to stand up and check. Research before allowing them. There is something that daughters especially do. When you start trying to check them, they give you this. For me, it's like emotional blackmail. Like, mommy, so you don't trust me? Mommy should know I know what I'm doing. Now, excuse me. Excuse you. I will check. Because the people that were writing okay before are no longer okay. So it's not about you, my darling. It's about them. Look at Annie Blyton. I hear that our books, we should check it now. That is now somehow. But those are books that we read as children. Secret 7, Famous 5. We read all those books. My darlings, mommies, and daddies, they are no longer okay again. Dog diaries, replicate, all these things are no longer okay. Not to talk of the ones that have declared themselves dark. We will check. Our daughters should just pack well and let us check. They should just tick it and allow us check. Websites like Common Sense Media provide age ratings and content reviews for books. So you can just go there to a place like Common Sense Media. Go online, read reviews and summaries to understand the themes and content of those books. From the reviews, you will see that somebody is like you too. It's not everybody that is dark. Some people are bright. Yeah, some people are light. If you are light, please let me see you in the comments. I am light. Me too, I'm light too. So you will see some people that are light like you, Also writing, also reviewing that no, this is not good, this is good, this is good. So at least that's like expo. You can now use that to help your children, especially your daughters. Now, what else can we do to help our children? I've mentioned know what they are reading, that's monitor them. I've mentioned check book content, and now I'm saying have open conversations. Talk about the books they are interested in. Find out why they are attracted to them. Talk about the authors. Find out why they're attracted to those authors, because you know there's a way people write. The reason why, if you check me and follow me, you might not need to monitor my books, because you know that my person, my values, and what I believe in is aligning with you. Authors have similar ways of writing, because everybody writes from their place. You know, when I was writing when we were working, my team and I were working with gathering stories for the child guide series. Some stories popped up very interesting, but they had magic in. Ah, please, who knows me? And I just saw magic. I said hello. He said, oh, but the story, this story. I say hello again. Hello, 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 hello. I would rather not write the book. If I hear magic, magical. It was just mentioned, you know, when you want to write books for children, it has to be fictional, yeah? And so magical showed up. Just a magical, I say magical mirror, magical tree. I say cancel. Cancel from the roots to the fruits. Cancel all. We had to start all over again. We started all over again. It wasn't even anything deep. But we're not joking here. We're in battle, we're at war. We cannot even begin to say, oh, there's really nothing there. You guys are taking this thing too serious. Look, in fact, you make that statement around me, I put you on red alert. I said it. You're on red alert. The moment you say something like it's not that deep, we were too serious, red alert, immediately. That's where you go. Okay? So please check. These things start softly. They creep in softly, and then they now settle in nicely. You get it? You see the combination? Softly, softly, and then they now settle in nicely. Before you know what is happening, they are deeply rooted in your daughter's lives. And you're wondering, I don't even know where I got it wrong. You got it wrong at the point of enabling it and allowing it and explaining it. Explaining it. When you started explaining it, that's where you started getting it wrong. So have that conversation. Let your daughters know that this is a no-no. Not like it depends. You see this in depends, let's say in the middle, it depends. Gospel of it depends. Let us not be too serious about all these things. Cut these children some slack. We ain't gonna cut no child no slack. Have these conversations with them. Let them know why certain books are not suitable for them. Explain it. Let your children know that you cannot just read anything in a book, because different authors have different motives and different goals. Some of them have the intention to paint the dark side of life as the normal side of life. It could get them hooked. It could get them addicted. It could confuse them. It could even change their perception about what happens in life naturally. How do you think that the gender sexuality issue became popular and normal? How do you think it's becoming normal? It's through this kind of content. So don't be afraid, because your daughters are going to say something like, mommy, but you're the one that say we should read. Now I'm reading and now you are complaining. Of course I am complaining, because education is a very serious tool of exchange, of transformation. Through what you read, you can find yourself getting deeper and deeper into the dark world. And when you get there, it's a problem. So teach them about age appropriateness. You know that some of these things, it is written there clearly for adults use only, but these girls have not learned to stay within their boundaries. The girls were telling me how when they go to play games online, that they change their age. One of them said, my friend taught me to change my age, but after this class, I will stop doing it. Are you guys kidding me? And you say that we are coming too much at you, we're coming too much. And Etima, these things are becoming too many. That class was just a gisting class, oh. But if you hear what we heard, so I need us to check it. Tell your daughters that you must stay within your age. Consume content only within your age. Yes, there's another one I really want to mention. Explain to your daughters the difference between fiction and reality. Discuss the impact of mature themes on young minds. Let them know that older people can do fiction because they have already understood that this is just fiction. Children are still being formed. So everything they see, they just assume, they just imagine that, oh, this is how it should be. Tell them to wake up and smell the coffee. It's fiction and it's never real. And so tell them also why some of these themes are best explored only by adults. They need to be educated, and the person that does that job is you. Now, what else? Encourage other activities. Encourage other activities aside reading. Because when you see your child does not want to do any other thing except to read, oh, only to read. The only hobby I like is reading. It's reading novels. It's reading novels. And you see those kind of children, they do not like reading self-help books. They don't like it. All they like to do is romance novels. I've met some of them like that. They come to the bookstore. They came to the counseling session. After counseling, okay, go and pick books. We just go straight to where their novels. Why? Your teenager is look, they passing for all that rubbish. I just want to be storybook, entertainment book. Madam, can you face the what is it called? The shelf where there are self-development books. Go to that corner. That's where you should be. So let them know that you do not need only one hobby. What are you doing with all your energy as a young person? What are you doing? Let them go and do sports. Let them do art. Let them do crafts. Let them find other creative forms of expression. It's important. Yeah? Then let them participate in activities like book clubs. So in the book clubs, you're not just reading alone. You're doing group reading. That way, they're able to have conversations and bring life into the books that they're reading. Establish reading routines, please. Reading rules. Set clear rules. Aside educating them, set clear rules. Give reasons, please. Make sure you give reasons why they must follow it. Let them know that it is for their good. Visit libraries. Some people have never come to Witty Minds and they live in Abuja. I don't know why. But you have gone to all the fun spots in Abuja. New waterfall that came, you have gone. All the parks, you have gone. But you have never come to Witty Minds. I'm talking about Abuja people. I'm dragging you people now. You live in Abuja. You have never carried your daughter. Of course, you know that these bookstores and these library spaces, these kind of hubs are very few. They are reducing. So when you have an opportunity, take your children there. If you live in other parts of Nigeria and in other parts of the world where there are libraries, in Nigeria, our libraries are reducing. They're now looking like museum. Our libraries are now looking like museum. I can't even take my children to some libraries. Because I can't even enter. They look dirty, they look old, they look rejected, they look tattered. They will not like to read if they go there. But if you live in places where you have beautiful libraries. Please go there. I cannot wait to take them to libraries in nations around the world. Take your children there. This is summer. Take your children there. Oh, places to visit this summer. Library. Places to visit this summer. Library. Museums. Go there. It's not fun. It's not fun. See, I told my girls that purpose is not particularly fun. Doing the right things is not particularly fun. Staying on the right path is not particularly fun. Growth is not particularly fun. It's not everything fun. It's not fun. Mommy, take us to fun places. After fun, what next? So let them get used to not going to places that are just fun. Let them get used to places that make them think if something funny happened. So we're supposed to change beddings, mattresses for our children. And my daughter was saying, that she likes our kind of mattress, it's orthopedic. And she wants orthopedic. I said, orthopedic, please go and use normal mattress, I beg, madam. So later we changed our mind and we said, okay, let's give them let me give her orthopedic, semi-orthopedic. And so like, wow, such love. I say it's not love, ma. It's so that you will sleep and your brain will open. She said, Jesus, mommy. I say, yes. That your brain is so important to me. This morning, I've still sent her a post about someone who was talking about how her brain is giving her money. I sent it to my daughter. I say, read. See this your brain. Use it. My emphasis is on brain productivity, not fun. Every time is fashion. Every time is fun things. This place, let's check it out. It's not bad though. But what I'm saying is that emphasize that the things that value most in life are not fun things. Because that's why they're reading romance in the first place. It's just fun. You just love it. It gives you this sensational feeling. When you are reading, you have a brain. When you are reading, Maintain Your White. When you're reading The Girl with Sense, it's not fun. You are thinking about your life as you're reading it. I was writing the book, A Girl's Journey to World-Class Confidence. I was crying. Have you seen the author crying? The girls must surely cry. Unknown to me, the editor picked my emotion in that book. She said, Etima, you wrote this book so passionately. I say I was crying writing it. So your daughter is not going to be having fun reading that book. She will love it, but she is not fun. It's not going to make her. That's not what is going to happen to her. Please let her just know before time. All this, mommy, when you ask her how was the book, you not say, just there, it's okay. Mothers keep complaining. My daughter does not really like reading. Every time you get, she's not enthusiastic. She does not really like the classes. She does not, forget it. That's girls for you. You'll be all right. I told you girls how my second daughter told me that when she has some time back, that when she's reading self-development books, it does not enter. I say, kneel down for anointing. Kneel down for impartation. Meanwhile, this girl can finish entertainment books in hours, minutes. What am I saying hours? She has finished. I say kneel down. Holy Ghost fire brought anointing. I'll bring anointing. I'll pour it upon you. She say, mommy, don't worry, I'll be okay. I say, come and kneel down for impartation. So that how can you tell me that when you want to read a fun book, it enters? And then when you want to read self-development books, it's not entering. Hey, I think this girl, look at this person. You are a joker. You don't even know yourself. She was in shock. So I just want you to know that it's not only your daughters that are complaining. Mine have also gone through that route. And now they are very all right. And they will still be more all right. So when you now leave them, and I say, my daughters, all these books, if it's this type, somebody actually even sent me a message. I think that was last year or 2 years ago. I said, spiritual intelligence. My son read it quickly, but my daughter, she just flipped through. When she flipped through, she saw that there were no pictures. It was not looking like fun. And then she just kept it. I say, well done, ma. Well done. Continue. Be allowing your daughters to be having only fun things. Fun. If you know where fun will lead these girls to, you will stand and say no more fun or balanced fun. People are laughing. It's the truth. So it's not only you. My own daughters too, we are going through it. Your daughters complain of journaling. My own have complained before. They have complained. Anything that is good for their life, they don't like because the brain is like too serious, too serious. The brain is trying to give alarm, bam, 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 too serious content, too serious content. The more they are doing like that, the more the brain is doing that, the more you are rising and saying, my daddy, you read it. Which is why I don't know why you will not buy my 9 books. Is there any particular reason? Because I even found a way to break the English, the vocabulary. I found a way to put it in such a way that it looks like I'm gisting with them. And you say you don't want to buy. You will eventually buy because your daughter will have issues. All our daughters will have issues. Don't even say God forbid. It will happen. It's part of growth. Your daughters will resist knowledge. Your daughters will resist training. Your daughters will resist hardship. Your daughters will resist too many things. So how are you going to get to her? So you will buy the book, and then you'll be buying the book at almost double the price. Please don't come back and say, I just saw this video. I just saw this video. Please, is it still available? Once it gets to the press and comes as hard copy, over. You need to borrow. If you need to go and sell an asset, sell and give them. Sell an asset and give these children access to life, to wisdom. Sell it and sell your asset. Sell your asset. Okay, we can say sell your wig. Maybe some people now they are natural hair. Okay, sell your assets and give them access to wisdom. That is what you find in those books. Wisdom is what you will find. Okay, so what else can we do as parents? Create family reading time. Some of us are do as I do as you should do, don't do as I do. Should do is what? I remember when I broke through my son and his reading. It was through family reading time. I called it reading buddy. I say, you're my reading buddy, son. Let's go. So every night we have a particular time. Once we finish everything that we have done, we just sit down and we just start. He picked it up in less than 1 week. When he got to school, he said, mommy, I'm missing our reading buddy time. I say, correct, let's go. We became reading, but I changed the name. Changed it so that it's not looking like let's read, I just tweaked it a bit and he loved it. And when we read, we now have conversations about it. Please, it is very, very important. Lydia says, I just noticed my daughters love reading any book you author. Yes, there's a way I write. It's intentional. Very intentional. If I had somebody writing for me, if I had an Etima in my life, where I would have gone to now, I break down complex content in a very easy, practical way. Some teenagers have told me that, Etima, you're writing as if you're inside our mind. I say, I'm inside your mind. How do you know? I'm inside. It's a grace. It's a grace that I was given. It's not follow come. It's been given to me by God, and I just appreciate him. That's why I feel bad when parents don't take advantage of it. I feel really, really bad. Okay, because this is something that God is giving you on a platter of gold. People have called me from across the world. People send me messages. Children themselves, I don't know how they do it. They say, my name is this. I'm this years old. I read your book and I just want to say thank you, by themselves, not their parents. So yes, your daughters are going to tell them, ma, Mrs. Adewumi, tell them that they should get ready for this 9. They're going to finish it in 9 days. Sorry, ma, your money will finish in 9 days. Because they are going to not sleep until they finish it. Believe me. Okay, so let's go as we prepare to round up. What else can we do? Be a good role model. Share your own favorite childhood books with them. Talk about why you enjoyed them. Share your experience with, when you stumbled on stuff. Even now, when you stumble, what you do, when you hear about things that are not appropriate, how you handle it. They need to see you as a role model. Now, digital literacy is another thing that you can do. Educate your children about safe internet practices. Teach them how to discern. Teach them how to recognize. Teach them how to walk away. Do you know that when I was reading about this whole dark romance novels, I stumbled on one of the sites as a what is this thing called now? Like affiliate marketing system. Parents, let's wake up. Oh. Let us wake up. How many people have shared that I'm launching 9 books to come? How many people? My girls are even ready to market. They say they want to market for a commission. I've set it up for them. But I realized that that's the only way to spread the alternative, which is bringing me to my last point. Provide alternatives for them. You can't just tell them, no, 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 no. So what should they do? What is the healthy alternative? What are we providing for them? What are we giving to them? Don't do this, do this. Hello? Because they must do something. These books are just 27,500 for now. For now. We have just what's it called? We have just 20, a few days, not up to 20, not 20 days. The team is mentioning just 20 days, and it's 45,000 because one book is 5K. Yes, if you see it is worth it. It's big, it's well printed, very well done. So it's 27,500 naira for now. We just have a few hours. So provide healthy alternatives. When you see that we're looking for sales agents, people that are going to spread it, join. Don't sit and say, no, I bought for my children, they'll be okay. What of other children? Do you know that girls are going to occupy the highest number of those affiliate marketers? Because they're even going to be earning money from it. So why won't they go for it? They will go for it. So spread the word. Don't be an ally, like Uncle Buka would say. Don't be a standby. You're just watching and say, all these coaches that just want to make money now. Wow, they've made so much money from us this year. If you know the impact of addiction of these novels on your daughters, you will know that these monies that you're paying for are just for production. Because one session, 80,000, 100,000. You have 5. You have 500K with psychologists to go and on darken your daughter's mind. Your daughter's mind gets dark, you will pay big money. You will pay big money. The books are hard copies, though. All hard copies, 9 of them. Don't worry, they're coming out soon. By God's grace, by this time next week, I should have them samples lifted up so that we can see. If not 9, at least 7. Hard copies, all hard copies. I want them to hold it and to see it. We'll still have e-copies for those that want to read on the go. Yeah, that will be there. But these 9, you would see them in hard copies. So create alternatives. We are not coming here to shout. I remember when I was shouting about sexual purity, I didn't just shout. I wrote a powerful book called Maintain Your Wife. Where's my book, Maintain Your Wife? Forever and ever. My first ever. Oh my God, this book. Boys and girls send me messages about that book. So I didn't just say, don't do. So what should they do? Step by step, I shared with them my story and my journey to sexual purity. I shared it there. So you cannot tell me that you don't know how you want to stay pure. It's there. Just follow what I've said. And I've seen so many teenagers say, wow, I've been able to walk this journey because of this book. So please just understand that when you see any book by Etima Umeh, It's a book to help you on your journey. Just buy. Don't think. Don't ask questions. Just buy. Recently, somebody said, "Oh, the offer of 20K is over, and I have 20K. I don't want to pay the 27K, 27.5. Return my money." We return the money. We return sharply, quick, returned it. But you know what? You will come back and buy those same books that you would have bought 27.5 for 45,000, because your children are gonna need it. Every single one of them. For all the books, yes, imagine 9 whole books for 27,500. That's like 3K. Who still prints books for 3,000 naira? I mean, check it out. I'm talking about over 100-page book. The children's series is even written on art paper, not on regular paper. The pictures, the tables, I mean, it's designed so well. For all the books, man, for all the books. The team will be sending a message. The order is still going on, but you can just follow Witty Minds Bookstore right away on Instagram, on Facebook. Witty Minds is there. Witty Minds Bookstore. Just go and follow how to get the books to be written there. You can just send a DM. You can send. We have our numbers all around the place. Please just send so you can get details. The team should be putting it up right now. Who is shouting my name so longly? When the 20 flourish. Yes, ma. 20K is over since. 20K was just for 24 hours. It's over since. No, Maintain Your White is not included in the 9 books. Maintain Your White costs that same amount. Maintain Your White is like 3,500 or 4,000. It's cheaper. Yeah. So Maintain Your White is already in existence. These 9 books is for this promo, this offer is for the current books yet to be launched. Once they are out, once they come out of the press, once you see them in my hand as printed hard copies, 5,000 naira straight. No, if I hear 4,999 naira came to, I will return it. 5,000 complete. I'm shouting it now. Pay now 27.5. Pay now 27.5. Pay now 27.5. Some people are saying she just want to sell book. I want to help you. I want to help you. It's help I came to help. All right, so we're done for today. I hope I've been able to truly help you, help you on this journey to understanding what dark romance is all about and how you can help your daughter. Someone says, my children are below 6. Can they read them? They can only read the Child Guide series. You read the other ones and share with them. Read and share. Eventually, they're going to still read it. So if you buy it, better. By that time, when they are teenagers, maybe the book will be 10,000. Because as we repeat, cost is going higher and higher. Yes, so Mrs. Lydia says, I agree. Help. Thank you so much. Okay, so who is ready for camp? Who is ready for camp? Camp is just 20 days to go. 20 days to go. 20 days to go. Sorry about that. Okay, so 20 days to go. If you have not yet booked your slot, once August 1st reaches, you will pay us 50% above it, because we're booking our venues, we're booking our vendors, everything is in place, and we're just counting down and waiting for your daughters. The team sent me the topics I'm supposed to teach on camp this morning, and I was like, hey, camp is here already. I'm teaching your children. This year we changed our curriculum. I'm teaching the children about building empowering habits. Hey, do not try yours this year. By the time your children come out of camp, the girls and the boys, this is how they'll be working. Because what we are going to do to their mind, you don't get it. Just forget about it. Just get yourselves ready for camp. If you cannot make it to Lagos, meet us in Port Harcourt. If you cannot come to Port Harcourt, wait for us in Abuja. Then if you cannot come physically, just come and join us online. For everybody that is pre-ordering the books, you are going to have 50% discount to join online. And our online bootcamp is usually very powerful, powerfully powerful. So get ready, get ready, get your children ready. They don't have to love it, let them come for it. You don't have to love what you need. I've told them, you don't always have to love, you don't have to have fun with what you need. Just come for it. Okay, so online is happening during Lagos camp. Make sure that your daughters and your sons are there. Yes, 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 yes. So can I get the pictures of, I want to show you what the books look like. Okay, so someone is asking, let me take our questions now. Where can we buy the books? You're gonna get it. I'm waiting for my child to come back from camp. You check. Well, I'm not going to camp. Somebody's already waiting. Anke Clody says, I love this session. Someone else says, maintain your wife. You can get the books from Witty Minds Family Bookstore. Can I have the bumper sales flyer, please? Okay, so this is the 9-in-1. Okay, this is the 9-in-1 book offer. Buy the bundle pre-order and you get a 50% off Teens Mentoring Bootcamp Ignite online. That's it. That's it. 27.5 instead of 45,000, just lasting for a few hours. Yes, somebody's asking for details of camp. These are the details of camp scrolling or in front of you. We have 6th to 10th Lagos, 21st, 23rd Port Harcourt. If you are more than that, if you hit your target, we'll give you 5 days. Then we have Abuja, 27th to 31st. What age can join online? As long as your child can sit. So if your child is not up to 10, they can join online, because online is not as stressful as the physical one. Yeah, somebody is saying, please keep it, please keep the slide, keep the pictures. Someone is saying what age can join. Yes, so less than 10 can join. My daughter is going to join online, but would rather like her to come to Nigeria next year, specifically for camp. Is it the same period next year so that we can plan? Yes. We actually have some girls coming from outside Nigeria for camp, only for camp, and they are coming alone. That is the plan. They are coming alone. That is the plan. They can do it. They can do it. So yes, good place, good way to actually prep her. Mrs. Lillian, I want to celebrate you. When she joins online, she's going to have a feel of what happens on camp, and boom, she's going to be ready to be on camp with us next year. I cannot wait to see her. Someone says, I ordered for your 9 books during sex education like a pro. I'm yet to receive them. I paid via Whitman's bookstore. Please help me. The books are coming out on the 10th of August, Madam Barbara. It's called pre-order because it's not yet out. It's going to be launched officially on the 10th of August. So this is why we're still doing it. And you're not going to receive them. You're going to come and collect them. Or you're going to arrange for how they'll be picked up. But don't worry. I hope you're in the group. Everybody that has pre-ordered is supposed to be on that group. Those of us that are, someone says, how about those of us that are doing live camp and have already pre-ordered the books? What are our perks? Your perks are that you have access. Please put up that 9-in-1 bundle. Your perks are that you have access to 20,000 worth of resources on our seller page. So we have courses, we have distraction management courses, we have sex education courses, we have emotional intelligence courses. You can go and get them for free. as long as it's worth 20,000 naira. You can even get ebooks that are paid for free worth 20,000 naira. Please, can I get a thank you? This took a lot. This took a lot. Yes, so anything you don't have that you need, you can get for free. We have the diaspora training. If you live abroad, you can get it for free. Add everything, bring it together, 20,000 naira. Okay, Lilian says she joined last year online and this year, but she'll be 10 years old next year. So we are good to go. I cannot wait for my girl. Tell her that I'm going to celebrate her specially. I usually celebrate all the teenagers that leave their zones. Leave their zones. You are going to get the code, ma. Let the books be out first. Then we're going to give you the code where you can go and take whatever feast on my seller page. Just feast. But as to take free ones, also take paid ones. Just kidding. Thank you so much, everyone. Please do me one favor. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share. Sharing is the most important of all. Sharing and subscribing. Share, 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 share. Tag somebody. Announce. Don't go and share my number after problem has come. I know one coach that can help you. Share with them now. Share with people in your office. Share with your family and friends. Share on all those your alumni groups, all those platforms, church groups. As people are sharing other things, share this one too. It is important. Because when they have problems, you don't come. You'll be the first aid counselor. Please, my daughter, you will now refer them to me. Share now, because they will start by buying books. Thank you. I totally enjoyed this class myself. Thank you, everyone. If you have any other issues, please reach out to us. Our numbers 0809 880 0339. We are accessible. We are always at your beck and call. Send a DM, just send a message. We're around, we're available. God bless you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to leave you in the hands of my teenagers sharing their experience at the boot camp. See you same time, same place. No, not same time. 12 noon next week. Here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a blessed day.
Welcome to Ignite Mentoring Bootcamp. My name is Lucy. Ignite Mentoring Bootcamp is a place where we come to have an encounter with God, where our lives are transformed, our destinies are lifted. We have other activities aside from the transformation encounters. We have sports activities. We have one-on-one mentoring sections with Auntie Etima and Auntie Folake, where the children are allowed to come talk their hearts, come say what they feel and how they feel deep down. Since they can't relate to their parents, this is a place where they are allowed to say it out, and then solutions will be offered and solutions will be given to them and how to advance in their daily life.
And then some of you TikTok will rest this week. Instagram will rest, Snapchat will rest because we are with God. Then guess what? You can't meet with God and go back the same way. You can't have problem. Some of you, your destiny is going to open up to you. Some of you, the addictions you are struggling with will end here by Saturday.
And ever since I came to Ignite Bootcamp, my relationship with God has become stronger and opened my eyes to a lot of things that I couldn't see before. And now I understand so many things about God that I didn't know before.
My experience here has been so good. It was not bad at all. I made friends and mentors were actually taking care of me. They were like any issue I had, they took care. My encounter here has been great. I learned a lot of new things and I had an encounter with God during the African Praise Night. All the events that we had in Teens Mentoring Bootcamp were very enjoyable, and I learned a lot, even the part of leadership.
And my experiences in this camp is that it has helped me build the spiritual aspect in my life. I also made new friends. I would like to have a shout out to my parents for bringing me here, Auntie Etima and plus all the mentors. I had an encounter with God. I made new friends. I was taught self-discipline. I realized that I was able to grow more in the spirit here, more than I even expected. Shout out to my parents for allowing me to be here and Coach Etima for making everything that happened here possible. And for everyone who is wishing to attend, this place is a place of encounters, a place that will inspire you to do more things in your life.